let's go back to our presentation. So the other thing I want to show you is this ability to do mobile project management. And we looked at a lot of good things already using SharePoint, using Office, using Project. But what about mobile devices? So I'm going to show you a couple things. First and foremost, right, one of the things I really appreciate and I really like is that in SharePoint 2013, every site comes with what's called a site notebook. A site notebook takes advantage of OneNote. I don't know if you use OneNote, but I love OneNote. And essentially, if a project site has a site notebook, you can interact with it from the browser. So thanks to Office Web Apps, I can interact with this project notebook. For those not familiar with OneNote, it's kind of like Evernote. If you're using Evernote, it's just much better. Or I can open this same project notebook in OneNote Client. So for those that may be using OneNote on your desktop primarily, you can certainly do that. So when I open it, it's going to open up in my OneNote client. Now, one of the great use cases, so obviously, again, the same thing. So I can use it here. I can use it in my OneNote client. So where did that go? Let's see. Oops. Oh, yeah, so when I hit open, it closed that project site. So gang, let me go back to that brand new project site I have, development. There you go. So now I have two locations where I can interact with the information. I can interact with it here, or directly on the browser. So let's go back to the mobile scenario. So I had a customer where they're using all this, SharePoint for project management. It's great. And one of their needs is they're in the construction industry, and every construction is a project. And one of the things that they do is they have to take photos and sometimes videos of construction updates. So depending on, what the status is, if two floors have been built, and even worse, if there's something that wasn't constructed right or against code, or there's cracks, they would need to take a picture. Now, the problem is, traditionally when they do that, they email the picture. If it's too big of a file, they literally have to copy it to a USB disk and FedEx it. And also, it's disjointed from all the project-related information. So I was saying, hey, look, you can use OneNote. If you're mobile, regardless if you're using a phone, an iPad, or whatever device, you can easily access your project site, open that OneNote notebook, and you can take a photo with it directly in that OneNote notebook. And as soon as you do that, it's going to be posted on your project site. Now, if you have workflows enabled, or if you have alerts enabled, if you update that notebook, people will be updated as well. They go, really? I go, yeah. So here's what I'm going to do, gang. I know you don't see me, but I'm going to open my phone. I'm using a Windows phone, but it doesn't matter. It could be any phone. I will take a picture of the computer. So just to show you, I'm not faking this. I'm going to, let's say, I'm going to open up this project site we're looking at. So let's see, project, where did I go? Here we go. So I'm going to open up this project called Development Project. And in this project, I'm going to open up that OneNote notebook, and I'm going to take a picture of the computer I'm using right now, okay? OneNote. All right, so again, this is a great scenario if you're mobile, because you can access your project site in the spirit of one-stop shop. You can capture information that's relevant to you and still store it in the same location. All right, so I've got my camera going. So all right, so let's see. I'm going to show you my desk here. There you go. Okay, so I just took a picture, and now the picture was inserted to this project notebook. And what I'm going to do here is, let it sync for a second, and now it's syncing. Now give it about a couple seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. As soon as it syncs, the browser you're seeing will refresh, and not only will the browser refresh, my OneNote client will refresh as well. There you go, voila. That was pretty fast. So I did that with my phone, right? So let me go back to OneNote. Oh, there you go. How about that? So, I mean, think about project management. Think about, in situations where you're mobile, right? This is good stuff, powerful stuff. And again, it's not new in 2013. It's been here since 2010. You could do that in 2010. And if you're using like a mobile, like a tablet, I recommend, I've used a lot of different tools, but a tool I use with my iPad is an app called Share Plus. It's a really nice app. It's a native app that you can put on your iPad, and once you have that, you could do pretty much the same thing I did. You could take any kind of content, pictures, files, and make it available to your SharePoint site. So if you're not familiar with this, check this out. Share Plus, it's good for iPhone, iPad, even BlackBerries, non-Microsoft devices. What do you think? Good stuff, isn't it?